What is up, YouTube? It's Dylan from the Buddy Force here, back with this week's episode of the Yu-Gi-Oh! Weekly News Recap. So, starting off, the TCG Structure Deck Sacred Beast. So, Sacred Beast Structure Deck has been announced for the TCG. Super exciting stuff. It says it's going to be launching July 10th, 2020, so that's going to be after Nationals. We'll get on to more about Nationals later, but it is really cool. I have seen some gameplay online, and it seems like the new support actually made it good. But on to some of the reprints and stuff. These are some of the reprints that we are getting in the structure deck. We're getting the Fabled, what is it? Cerberell. We're getting Farfo reprint and a 1-for-1 reprint. Some more reprints include Grinder Golem, Phantom of Chaos, Phantom Sky Blaster, Rainbow Dark Dragon, Spell Chronicle, and Beginning of the End. So I think these are actually some pretty good reprints, Beginning of the End. I don't know why Rainbow Dark Dragon's getting reprinted. If you guys know why, let me know down below. And Grinder Golem getting the reprint, does that mean it's going to come off the ban list? Probably not, but it is interesting to see, and I wonder what Konami is going to fill this spot with when we get it. Next, on to Secret Slayers, finalized set translations. So we now have official translations for the Adamantia cards. Apparently, they are called Adam Messiah in Japan now, or for us, I should say. So these are really interesting. This is basically just the full English translations of all of the cards, including the Snowflowers or Rikase archetype. So this is very interesting. If you guys want, you can go and read all below. And then, yes, this is called the Eldorlando archetype as well as Eldelixir. Sort of two little archetypes in there. Moving on. The Merphase. Actually, I'm going to say Melphys, because if you guys see, Crush Cards did a video talking about this archetype, and they called it the Melphys. Logan gave a very good explanation talking about the actual name in Japanese and how Konami tends to convert the names from Japanese to English, and they think it's going to be called Melphi. So I'm going to call them Melphys. I'm with you guys, Crush Cards. And these are adorable. I absolutely love these cards. So I'm just going to quickly look at them just because they're adorable. We've got the Melphi Rabbit, the Melphi Fenny, Melphi Cathy, Melphi Puppy, Melphi Pony, Melphi of the Forests, Melphi Mommy, Melphi Tag, Melphi Hide and Seek, Melphi Time. Oh my gosh. Guys, these are adorable. And here is the first thing I thought when I saw these. I looked at these and they were all level 2 Earth Beasts. And a lot of them are just generic beast support. Like special summon a beast monster from your hand, add a beast monster from your deck to your hand, special summon a level 2 or lower beast from your deck. And I thought, Ojamas are level 2 beasts, so yes, they are Earth, but still, I could totally see there being some sort of Ojama Melphi deck. I'm actually working on it right now, and maybe you guys will see that in the future. It's definitely not going to be good. I can tell you that. The Melphis themselves, they're okay, but they're not going to be meta. Same thing with Ojamas, they're not going to be meta, but together, it's going to be really funny. You got the Ojamas, which, look like Ojamas, and then you got the Melphis, which look adorable. So it's going to be really funny. It's sort of like a Beauty and the Beast kind of deck. That's what I'm calling it. I'm calling it Beauty and the Beast deck, Ojama Melphis. Moving on, we got some sneak peeks at some upcoming products at the Gamma Expo. So one of the first things that we got was the Toon Chaos coming June 19th, 2020. That is before Nationals. So that is really exciting. We're going to get an extravagance reprint 2 days before Nationals. And they also announced the Sacred Beast Structure Deck, and then they announced the new Battles of Legend Armageddon, and obviously that is the Chaos Emperor Dragon Armageddon, which was the prize card last year for Nationals. This card was amazing in Thunder Dragons, although Thunder Dragons aren't doing too hot right now because Colossus is banned, so they are basically Titan control, but we are getting this prize card as a reprint, and it's really funny because when they showed that this was getting printed in Battles of Legends, I totally forgot that Battles of Legends started off sort of as like the prize card reprint. In the first one, we got Minerva, which was a prize card prior to that. So I totally forgot that that's why Battles of Legends sort of was a thing. They printed prize cards. So it's good to see that we're getting that July 24th, 2020, much after Nationals. And then last but not least, we got the Rise of the Duelist coming August 7th, and the Melfies are in Rise of the Duelist. Now, the C virus, the Crush Card virus, is taking over Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is canceled. Just all of Yu-Gi-Oh! Is gone, okay? That's all I have to say. Yu-Gi-Oh! As a whole is just completely canceled right now. So here we see YCS Charlotte postpone. I believe YCS Charlotte was supposed to take place March 28th to 29th. It was a super huge bummer. And then YCS Hatford got canceled. It was supposed to take place April 18th to 19th. So here's the thing that scares me about this. April 18th to 19th. They released a statement, which I will show. Where is it? I got it somewhere. I have a lot talking about these here. So they said that they were going to cancel all regional qualifiers in North America and Latin America going up through April 6th. And then we also got a letter from Konami saying that they were getting rid of everything in Europe up to April 15th. But Hartford is April 18th to 19th. And the thing that scares me is that I was planning on going to the Fargo regionals on April 18th, I believe. So yeah, there's no news on whether or not that is canceled yet. Like I said, they canceled everything in North America up to April 6th, so hopefully we get some news about that. But yeah, everything's getting canceled. Hartford, and then there's also a whole article here talking about a lot of other things that are canceled. Austrian nationals, German nationals are just to name a few. Hopefully Nats doesn't get canceled. Hopefully this all dies down by then. And even YCS 225 is canceled. That is a super huge bummer. It was supposed to be this weekend, and unfortunately this also got canceled. Yeah, Crush Card virus taking over Yu-Gi-Oh! Yu-Gi-Oh! Is just canceled, delayed by like 2-3 months. Think people are going crazy over this, and I think rightfully so. You should protect yourself, but I feel like it's getting a little blown out of proportion. Just wash your hands. Don't go into super public places. Don't touch your face. That's what I do now. And yeah, I think we'll all be fine. On to some of our last topics. The April 1st, 2020 ban list came out for the OCG. Obviously, that means nothing to us, but it does give us some insight into what Konami is thinking of. So, the April 1st, 2020 ban list, this is when Master Rule 5 comes out. So, this is going to be the first ban list under the Master Rule 5. And they were really prepping for it. They banned Jin, LP, and IB. We already had IB banned. They limited a lot of stuff. They basically nerfed ABCs into the ground. They limited ABC. Where is it? They limited Union Hanger. They limited Instant Fusion. And the two interesting things to point out are Makiura the Destructor and Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon are both limited, but they also have erratas, and we'll get to that in a second. Galatea limited, Harpora limited. We've already got them banned. Junk Speeder limited. Quick Fix limited. We already had that. Dragoon and Verte Anaconda and Red Eyes Fusion are all limited. I don't really understand this idea because I feel like in most decks that you see in the OCG playing this, or in a lot of the decks that people have been talking about putting this in, you only run one of these cards anyways. You already only run one Anaconda, one Dragoon, and one Red Eyes Fusion. Not sure that's going to make much of a difference, but oh well. It's just them, I guess, preparing for Master Rule 5 and stuff, and they don't want people summoning out triple Dragoon, if that's even a thing. Mali's limited, or semi-limited. Jackalope and Nessie are semi-limited. They unlimited Candina and Ash Blossom, as well as Babysaurus, Lady Debug, and Necros of Unicorn. Honestly, all in all, this is a okay ban list. I don't think it really does that much. Like I said, the Dragoon, Anaconda, and Red Eyes Fusion all at one doesn't really make sense to me. And onto these erratas, like I said, Makura the Destructor and Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon both got erratas. Now here's the thing, you guys might not remember Makura the Destructor, but it was a nuts card. So originally the card was, if this card is sent to the graveyard, that turn you can activate traps from your hand, but they have nerfed it into the ground, made it a hard once per turn. You can only use card's effect once per turn. If this card is sent from the monster zone to the graveyard, so you can't just like activate Foolish Burials and send it to the graveyard now. You can activate this effect once during this turn. You can activate a trap card from your hand. So you can only activate one trap card from your hand, and you have to activate it in grave, which means it can get called by, and it has to be sent from the monster zone to the graveyard. So it's basically useless. Moving on, Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon also got an errata. We've also got a new artwork for it. I really do like this artwork. It gave me some like Cyber Dragon Infinity vibes, I'll be honest. When I first saw this, I was like, oh, that's just like Cyber Dragon Infinity. But I do really like the artwork here. And they basically made this one a hard once per turn as well. You can only special summon a card with this card's name once per turn by the one effect, and only use the second effect once per turn. So you can special summon it by banishing a face-up dragon monster you control, and during your main phase, you can special summon one dragon monster from your hand or graveyard except Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon. Yeah, I feel like this was the right thing to do. Metal Dragon was going rampant, especially in Rockets, so I think the errata was the right thing to do. Makura, if you want to take it off the ban list, yes, an errata was necessary in my opinion. And then the last thing to announce, so Simo announced this. Like I said, we were talking about the virus and stuff, and he said, in light of recent developments pertaining to COVID-19 and the cancellation of numerous Yu-Gi-Oh! Tournaments, introducing the Crush Card Cup 2020, an online exclusive tournament. Compete from the comfort of your own home. Details coming soon. So as of me doing this video, there have been no more details coming soon, but I think this is really interesting. A lot of events have been canceled. They're encouraging people to stay indoors, and Simo is taking advantage of that and saying, hey, let's have an online tournament. So good job for Simo. Hopefully when he releases some details, maybe you'll see the Buddy Force in this tournament. That's going to be it for this week on the Yu-Gi-Oh! Weekly News Recap. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.